Have you ever felt anxious and you can't figure out why? Your life is relatively stable. Nothing major is falling apart. Yet your body still feels on edge. Heart rate elevated, mind racing, that constant background tension that never fully turns off. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. And today I want to fundamentally change how you think about that experience. My name is Dr. Joey Kramer. I am an upper cervical chiropractic at Hope Upper Cervical Spine Center. For years, I have worked with people who come in and see me for issues like neck-related pain, headaches, dizziness. And many of them are surprised when their anxiety starts to settle as well. What I'm about to share explains why so many people feel anxious, even when the external reason doesn't seem to match the internal intensity. For too long, anxiety has just been treated as just a mental health issue, something that's primarily in your head. But anxiety is far more than a feeling. It is a deep physiological state. We can define it in this way: an abnormal response physiologically to an otherwise normal environment. Your body is reacting intensely when there is no actual danger present. This isn't only about worried thoughts. This is about your body being stuck in a state of high alert for no good reason. What does that physiological state actually look and feel like for most people? Great question. It often shows up as a rapid or irregular heart rate, shortness of breath, even when you're sitting still, digestive issues, bloating, queasiness, nausea, or that tight feeling in your gut, restlessness, feeling wired yet exhausted at the same time, persistent muscle tension, especially in the neck, shoulders, and jaw. These symptoms, they are not imaginary. They are your body's legitimate, though misdirected response to a perceived threat. They are real physical signs that something deeper is at play. This is the result of your fight or flight system being stuck in a constant on state. Your body's alarm is ringing even when there is no fire. We call this a hyper-sympathetic dominant state. It is a form of dysautonomia, a dysregulation of the autonomic nervous system. When your autonomic nervous system is stuck in this perpetual on mode, you live in a state of constant physiological stimulation. That bodily experience then feeds the mental feeling of anxiety. It's not just a thought problem. It's a bodily state that influences your thoughts and makes true calm feel almost impossible. Now here's the part most people never hear. The core regulation of your entire autonomic nervous system takes place in your brainstem. And the alignment of the top two bones in your neck, C1 the atlas, C2 the axis, has a profound influence on that regulation. These vertebrae sit right at the base of the skull, surrounding and protecting the very bottom of your brainstem. When they are even slightly misaligned, they can create mechanical stress and interference at this critical junction. That interference can keep the nervous system tipped toward sympathetic dominance, the very always on state we've been talking about. This is why some people feel anxious for no clear external reason. Their nervous system is receiving ongoing structural input that something is not right. I want to be clear. This is not the same as saying every case of anxiety is caused by the neck. Mental health care, therapy, and other approaches remain incredibly valid and incredibly important. What we are highlighting is a foundational physiological factor that is frequently overlooked with anxiety. When the structural relationship between the upper neck and the brainstem is compromised, it can create or amplify the physiological state that feels like chronic anxiety. Addressing that structural piece can be a missing part of the solution for many people. Understanding anxiety at this physiological level is the first step toward real change. In the next videos of this series, we will go deeper into how this connection works, the specific patterns we see in practice, and what the upper cervical evaluation and care process actually looks like. If you are tired of living with anxiety that doesn't fully respond to the usual approaches, and you want to explore whether the upper cervical spine is playing a role, here is what you need to do. If you are in or near Southlake, Texas, take a visit to hopesouthlake.com and schedule a personal consultation with me. If you're outside the Southlake area, you can find a trained upper cervical doctor near you at uppercervicalcare.com. If this information was helpful, like the video, subscribe to the channel and share it with someone who needs to hear that anxiety is often more than just in your head. Your nervous system is designed to regulate and to adapt. Sometimes it simply needs the structural interference removed so it can do its job. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.